Hello, hello. How is YouTube today? How is everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. I've got a big bag of empties, and I can't wait to talk about it. It's been a long time since I've done an empties video, so I figure it's about time. Okay, so let's make it happen here. So as usual, if you enjoy this video, enjoy me, don't forget to hit thumbs up and don't forget to hit subscribe and the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload new videos. Okay, so as usual, I've talked about how I'm trying to mix up content here. If you like my last video where I was talking seriously about mental health and healing and moving on, I'm going to be mixing those types of videos in here as well. In addition to beauty stuff and in addition to talking about creative stuff and to talking about my whole range of interests and just things about me in general. I also plan to do a video about various jobs I had and talk about my different experiences with them and things, and another video about different places I've lived. Even though it's been mainly just 2 counties, but my experience, whether it was renting and owning and all that kind of stuff, I think is really important to share. Whether it's roommates you know or roommates you didn't know, and ads in the paper that we used to do back then, or whether it's now would have been ads on Craigslist, or sharing rooms, sharing a place with your best friend versus people you don't know that well, and living with partners and challenges with that. So I'm going to be doing a whole series of I guess you'd call it storytelling videos, or just more about my own life in general, so you guys can get to know me a little bit better. So yeah, so not just be just beauty, I'd say, this is, for some people, beauty is a hobby. For me, it really is my life, because it's my profession. It's a main area of interest. It's, how I do my face every day or how I present myself. It's a big part of just who I am. So, but I'm got a lot of other sides to me too, right? So anyway, without further ado, okay. So this is January, February's, what are we into? We're just about to, what month is it? I've been so busy. I had a deadline for one of my jobs, and then it was the end of a campaign for Avon. Avon, if I talk about Avon, is every 2 weeks. We have a brochure cycle that goes from every two weeks. And, we have a new brochure that starts at one beginning of a certain time period, and then 2 weeks later, the cycle for orders from that brochure and those sale items. But they also have specials and online specials that are also run during the course of that campaign, as well as some specials that are just be over for 24 hours. Sometimes they've got a special that's like just running for a week, or sometimes, sometimes it's running for the whole month. We just don't, they mix it up. They keep us guessing. So anyway, everything was at once. So it's almost like I can't believe we're actually getting into March. But January, I didn't have enough empties. Okay, I only had like maybe 2 or 3, and I really didn't feel like that was enough to make a good, an interesting video. And some of them are a little redundant because I've talked about them before, but they're still my favorites. Okay, and then there's some things in here that I haven't talked about, and they're things that, just different things in general that I think are kind of fun and cool that I like to share. Okay, so one thing is that I actually used up a whole pack of lashes. Okay, I had bought this pack of lashes. These were Kiss lashes. These were Kiss lashes that I bought, I think, Ulta a long time ago. And this shows that I have been wearing lashes and I've been trying to be better with them. Now, Avon, we have 2 sets of false lashes now, which is really big news. So I've been trying to go through all of my other sets that I had before to then get to the point where I'm doing, then I can use up all these other ones I have before I buy the Avons. So, and Avons, we have 2 different styles, okay? So two different styles of lashes. So these were, I think they were pretty much, yeah, these were all like 06, no, 09, 09. So these were 09s. My thing with lashes is, and I'm just now realizing it, is that, okay, so here's a set right here. Okay, and this is a new set that I got, you see, I got for sale. This was an Ulta markdown. I don't like when the lashes are really full in the corner. I really like it when they're shorter towards the center of the eye, or towards the corner of the eye, and then get longer and longer. So almost more like a cat shape, as opposed to where it's equally out on each side. So lately and it's finally been an answer, because for a longest time, and it would really bother me if I get a hole, and also it's the shape of the eye, right? These are like a wider, I really think that most strips, they think the length of your eye is, everybody's eyes are the same size, but they're not, okay? So this is where customization comes in, okay? And if you're a makeup artist, you would know that maybe when you go to put it on somebody, it's not the right size. So then you actually have to go and like maybe trim, like here, like I would actually, I actually end up trimming off like the corner, the inner corner, and then I actually trim like back a little bit and then have it be so that way the lashes are sort of on an angle, okay? That way it does look like this big heavy strip of just and it kind of fits the way I do my eye makeup, okay? So anyway, so that's, and I finally realized that was a key component as to why I have avoided doing lashes. Another thing is glue. Most false eyelash glue irritates my eyes, but I did find one that doesn't bother me that much. There's still a little bit of itching, there's still a little bit of irritation, but overall it's not as bad. And that one's by Allure. It looks like Allure, but it's EYE lure, like allure, but it's Allure. That one, that white glue that comes with the set of lashes, that one does not bother me. I haven't tried our Avon one yet, but a lot of the glue that comes with some of these other brands, like Ardell's or what was it, Kiss, or some of these other brands, just does really burns my eyes. And I within 10 minutes of doing a tutorial or doing a video where I have lashes on, I can't wait to pull them off, and then I have to redo my makeup, and it's a whole thing because the eyes are burning and itching so badly. So yeah, so I've been just only when I'm doing a set of lashes, I only use that glue with the Allure, and then I'm trimming them to fit in my eye in the way that works. So in that moment, that's how it's been an answer, okay? It's just like when you find like the pair of jeans that work best for you or something, or like the best pair, the best foundation garments that feel comfortable, that hold you in the right way, right? It, for whatever reason, that's what I needed, and for lashes to work. And then when they're on, they stay on, they look great, okay? I don't have them on right now. I just have them all mascara, but it's still nice to be able to have that option, as opposed to saying, well, it's another thing everybody else can do that I can't, right? But, I found an answer. All right, so here's one thing that I really, really enjoy is the Not Your Mother's, and I've got all of my Not Your Mother's products in here that I like, and I all ran out of them all at the same time. Not Your Mother's Way to Grow Leave-In Conditioner. Okay, so this is one of my favorite products in general. I'll do my hair with the shampoo and the conditioner in the shower, but this is a leave-in conditioner. This is what I put in my hair to detangle, and then I'll let it, if I do my hair curly like this, I'll just let it air dry. But then during the course of 2 to 3 days after I've washed my hair and I just want to kind of liven up the curls a little bit, I'll spritz it with this, and it leaves it nice shiny. It gives it nice shine and helps kind of keep the frizzies under control. But at the same time, like, it doesn't make my hair too heavy, it's not greasy, it's lightweight, it absorbs, it gives a nice shine, all those things. But I also, if I'm going to do, it's a day that I'm going to straighten and smooth out my hair after I wash my hair, I'll put this in my hair, comb through the tangles and sections, and then dry my hair, then do my straightening and my curling, all that stuff. I always use this on my hair, and it has been a godsend in protecting my hair, keeping my hair long. You know, whatever I've done with my hair, whether it's changing hair colors, whatever. When I found this whole line, it has been fantastic. So, all right, so just to mix things up, so I'm not talking all about Not Your Mother's, but okay. So Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine. This is the number 4. This is any of these in the Sleek and Shine Garnier are favorites of mine. These are really great hairsprays. I even have one in my drawer. I always have some sort of hairspray somewhere around, and it makes a really big difference. I use this when I just need a little quick pick-me-up. It's just nice having a hairspray that has shine as well. And it also has some frizz protection in there too. And you always make sure you're like not spraying right close by, you're spraying far, like 10 to 12 inches away from your hair. So yeah, so this is one of my favorite ones, but this is number 4. Sometimes I bought 2, sometimes I bought 3. The lower the number, the better they are for doing like working spray when you're doing a curling iron and that kind of thing. But when you have a higher number, that's more like a finishing when you're wanting hold to hold the whole thing, okay? Working is lower numbers, that's what you're using when you're doing your curling irons or when you're styling. But when you're finishing and you're all done, that's when you do a little bit of, I think there might be just a tad left. Nope, it's not much left. What I was going to say is you spray it all over and then it gives you a nice finish overall. So when you're done, when your look is ready to be like set, okay? All right, so what else do we have here? Okay, here's Avon product. Okay. This was, Avon used to have 2 lines for acne. They had the clear skin line that was white with green letters, and then they had the professional line that was the clear skin professional, which was the gray line, okay? I used them both. This is the pore cleansing scrub of the professional line. Now, we don't carry this line anymore, but I have had this probably for 5 years. This is how long this tube has lasted. I used it off and on. I would mix it with other cleansers. I would sometimes do it by itself. It took me a long time to use this up because I'm always changing and trying this cleanser, but this was something I used about every week, or I would mix it in with other scrubs. And this was just a really great thing. And I finally got to the bottom of it. I finally got it. So I used it up, and after, and we don't even carry this anymore. It was still a great scrub. This was the deep pore cleansing scrub. Now, one thing that's really cool is Avon in the next, I'm not sure if it's this coming campaign or the next one. I'm not sure, but it's in right now as a rep order. I can order it. So they are coming out with a new acne line, which is really exciting. So I can't wait to try that and they even have like a spot blemish remover that you put on if you get a little pimple. We also have a body wash for acne prone body. Like sometimes you get a little broken out on your back in the summer, or just certain areas, or sometimes it's unbelievable. Everybody's got their thing. So there's a body wash, there's facial wash, scrubs, there's a whole new line that's coming out, and I can't wait. I cannot wait. So it was like, it's hard to let this go because this was part of the old line that, some of the older products that we used to carry. But I was like, you know what? Out with the old, in with the new. So I finally used it up, and now we have new stuff coming in. So, all right. So the next Empties, I actually have 2 of these, were the Silky Vanilla, also Avon. This is what the size of we have our smaller body washes. We also have the, I'd say the bigger size. And then there's also, you know, even a bigger size than this of different lines in Avon. But this is, I call it, this is like a super affordable line. This is really cool because in this, you know, in the shower, you can hook it where you want to hook it. You know, it's just a great overall. This is the Silky Vanilla Senses Body Care. It's a really great silky, enriching, moisturizing, shower gel, hydrating, yeah, as they say, hydrating shower gel. And so I actually used up 2 of these in the last couple of months. And I also have another one is the vanilla. This is also Bath & Body Works. The warm vanilla sugar. This is one of my favorite tried and true scents with Bath & Body. I'm a fan of vanilla. I love vanilla so much. Vanillas. I love certain fragrances, scent in body things, but usually anything that's vanilla and chocolate, mocha. What else? Anything that smells like baked goods I like. I had a friend, I mean, I don't like citrus things at all, but I had a friend that said, oh, I like everything that smells like food. What did she do? She got me cucumber melon in the 90s. And I was like, that's the one scent I can't stand. Ugh, I hate that cucumber melon. And of course I would go, and it was like, I'd have to go take it back, and I'd, you know, exchange it for what I like, you know, but of course she didn't know. But you know, it's always been that way. There's a lot of scents that I can't have. They're not my thing. But I love things that are warm. The smell of coconuts. I love the coconut. Avon has the Cozy Vanilla and Coconut line, where we have a new scrub that just came out, and there's a shower gel and a body spray. That's one of my favorites too. But this one is a tried and true. I have been buying the warm vanilla sugar Bath & Body Works. I don't know how long, 20 years at least, maybe even 25 years. It's because it's just one of my all-time favorites. So I use that up, and then okay. So here is, and once again, this is to talk about discontinued scent. One of my favorite scents from Bath & Body Works is the Wild Madagascar Vanilla. Okay, so it's a different smell, different type. It's not your traditional vanilla. This was one that's got like that spicy note. It's almost like Avon's Far Away fragrance. That's very, very spicy. It's almost like if you took that and mixed it with vanilla, that's what this one was. I used to have the perfume of this, their eau de toilette, or their spray fragrance, and I had shower gel on this, and then they had the body cream, and this was the body cream. I had this. This was because I keep lip gloss and lip balms and hand lotions all throughout my house. Okay, I have one by my bed. I have one in the bathroom. I have one at my desk in the office. I have one in the kitchen, near the kitchen, so that after I wash dishes and my hands are feeling dry, I put my lotion on there. I have a lotion, you know, if I'm doing paperwork or something, and you need your hands to have a little bit more moisturizing, you know, just a little moisture on them, because you can, like, you know, count one, you know, go through your papers or something. You know, it helps avoid paper cuts if your skin's more moisturized. Also, if your fragrance will last longer if your skin's moisturized as well. So this one I had on our nightstand when we moved in this house 3 years ago. Okay, so this was pre-COVID. Okay, we're talking pre-COVID. This one I had for so long, and I would always just use a little here and there. I'd also put on my feet before I go to bed, on my legs, all that good stuff. Just moisturize. I'd work in my cuticles or on my hands before I go to bed. It's just one of my, and it's a scent that, you know, you can't, when you have a favorite scent. So this is one of the few fragrances Bath & Body Works that I really, really love. There's, in terms of like the things that you would actually smell, spray as a perfume. Okay, they have some that they only have that's in the bath line, but they don't actually have a perfume. But this one, they actually had a perfume, and I fell in love with their perfume first, and then got it in the bath line when they brought that out. But it's a discontinued thing. I wish they'd bring it back, because if they did, I'd buy them all. I'd buy them all. But this one is finally bit the dust. I finally got the very last little bit of it. And, you know, it takes time sometimes. Sometimes these things are highly concentrated and it takes a long time to go through them. All right, so getting back to Not Your Mother's, I've got the shampoo and the conditioner. This is the size that I buy. I wish they came bigger, okay? Because I go through this at least once a month. I'm going through it, you know. You know, if I could get this in 2 liter, and I even wrote Ulta and told them, I said, I want this in at least a liter size, if not 2 liter. I would buy it up, because you go through, especially if you have longer hair, you go through it faster. But this is the Way to Grow shampoo, and this is the Way to Grow conditioner. Now, I've talked about what I do with the Dr. Groot and this together. I take a little bit of the Dr. Groot, about a dime size. The Dr. Groot is Avon's specialty line for hair, scalp, and hair thickening, okay? And I take that, let me see if I can find it in here. I take a little bit of it and I work it into my palm, and then I will, and then I'll put in the Not Your Mother's shampoo. Where is it? Okay, here it is. Okay. This, I showed this a few empty videos ago. This is the Dr. Groot shampoo, hair thickening, okay? I found that using it by itself was a little too drawing on my hair, because it's not for color-treated hair, okay? It doesn't say it's for color-treated hair. It's got too many ingredients to help for the thickness, but it's not necessarily all that conditioning for this down here, okay? So what I do is I take a little bit of that and I mix it in with the the Way to Grow shampoo, and I mix it together, and that's what I shampoo my hair with. Then I rinse that out. Second thing, I do even, you know, a same amount, dime size of the Dr. Groot, about a quarter size of this, this shampoo, because I need more of this, because this is more conditioning. Mix the two together in my hands, and then I also work it through my scalp first pretty well, and then lather, and then rinse. Then for the conditioner, they have a serum, okay? It's a serum that's a Dr. Groot serum, hair growth serum, but that's very liquidy. It's not conditioning at all. It's just to help almost like put some food and vitamins into the thinning areas. And you can see I was starting to thin again, and now it's coming. You can see even my baby hairs, everything's starting to come back again. So I take the same little thing, maybe about a pea size, okay, about a pea size of a pea, and then about the size, probably about the size of a quarter of this in my hand, mix it in the shower, and then work it through. Then that's when I shower everything else. And I work it through everything in my hair, and it sits on my hair and work it into my scalp while I wash everything else, and then rinse that out, rinse my body off, and then I'm done. And that's when I would go to towel dry my hair, towel dry everything else. After I've towel dried my hair, that's when I would put on that, put on the detangling spray, okay, the leave-in detangling spray. And I also put in some argan oil too, the Avon argan oil, and I do that kind of, but I spray on the leave-in detangler and then put in the argan oil, and then I style my hair. So it's that process. Everything that I'm using gives shine. Everything I'm using helps growth. Everything I'm using, I don't use anything for volume. For one thing, I don't need volume, okay? I don't need anything that says beachy way, because if things are beachy, they have sea salt in it that also dry out your hair. Now, if you've got fine limp hair that's on the oily side, then that's different. But my hair is on the coarse/thick side, and color treated /damaged, okay? The actual texture is on the fine, but in terms of like the damage, from color and highlights and all that stuff. You know, it needs more conditioning, but at the same time, I've been able to find a way to work with this hair loss issue, and it's like the perfect balance. Okay, so one thing that would throw it off is stress, and the other thing that throws it off is different brands of hair color I've noticed are extremely drying. And I've used professional colors that were great and very conditioning, and I've also used professional colors that were drying and made my hair feel like straw. And then I've also used colors from the drugstore that were drying and made my hair feel like straw. And then I've used ones from colors from the drugstore that made my hair feel really, really good. You just don't know, okay? And for me, it's a mixed bag, because it used to be everything that was at the salon was really conditioning and really great, and that the things at the drugstore were really drying. But for some, and I it's like been trial and error, trial and error, trial and error. And some things will make my hair really, then my hair, this down here will feel good, but I'll be losing some product or something will make my hair thin up in here. But then there's other things that will be thicker, help my hair be thicker up here, but it'll be too drying for this. And I'll get a lot of breakage down here. So trying to find the right balance. And this has been since I've been over probably 50s, since I've been in my 50s. I didn't even have it that bad in my 40s. I did notice it happen sometimes based on where we lived. Sometimes the water, and there was one place we lived for 3 years where the water was extremely drying, and the whole time we lived in that place, my hair was just like, it was the worst it's ever been. And then as soon as we moved out of that area, my hair was better. Okay. Now, I almost wonder if some of that is here where we moved here. We're kind of on the border between what I would call the good hair county and the bad hair county. And we're sort of on the border, and it might be that, but I think more of it is been stress and age and some, like I said, trial and error from trying different hair colors. And some brands are just really, really drying on my hair now. And or I'd read something, I go, oh, this thing just came out, I'm going to try it, I can't wait to try it. And it would, whatever it would be like, yes, it would color my gray, but my hair would just feel so awful. And then I'd try another one that my hair would feel great, but it wouldn't be that good at covering the gray, or vice versa. Okay, it was always a challenge. I've recently found one that was pretty good about covering my gray, as well as not leaving it like straw, but there still is some heavy fallout. Not as bad as some other brands, but, you know, so I'm still searching for just the right thing that will cover the gray, not leave my hair feeling like straw, and leave my hair feel really conditioned and shiny, and where I'm like really happy with how it grows, but you know, or how it feels. So it's a quest. It's It's like the Holy Grail. Okay, it's really the Holy Grail. But everybody's different. Somebody might say this brand is great, and then I use it and it's terrible for me. And then somebody else will say, and I might say something's really great, and if somebody else uses it on their hair, it might be bad for them. You know, it's just trial and error. All these products are like trial and error. So anyway, I just thought, you know, just sharing the empties, sharing my views, sharing my experiences. I'm human. This year I'm celebrating 40 years in the beauty business. So I'm, you know, wanting to do as much as I can to share my knowledge, to share my experiences, and share things, that all these different things to help other people, help the consumers, and help you as a consumer, and help you just as a human being to know that you're not alone. You're not the only one going through these kinds of problems, or these beauty issues, or, you know, problems in general.
So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said before, don't forget to hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget also maybe share this video with your friends who like beauty and style, or maybe just somebody who might just need a smile. And I'll see you next time. I always put all my information down below for Avon if you're interested in that, or on all my social media. Let's help get me to 1,000 so we can start doing lives and you can comment. And as soon as I get 1,000, I can get comments in here again. So please share and help build me up. Help build me up. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.